Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing you a simple block printed pendant. It's a really simple technique, and as you see I have a flat slab of a well kneaded ball of clay over here. I have smoothened it out, and here I'm sure most of you must have seen wooden blocks such as these. It's available online and in some stores, actually in a lot of stores in Bangalore and several places actually. So I got this from Bangalore. You can have such wooden blocks. I think you must have seen this for block printing on fabric as well. So this, we're just going to use this, get an imprint of this on the slab of clay, and you already have your design ready. We'll just cut out the pendant and you'll have a piece ready. So it's as simple as that, really quick, and quite because this is a paisley print, like you see. It already has a very nice, lovely floral kind of a design on the side. So it's just going to give a very lovely pattern on the slab. So what I would do to this is I would just apply a little bit of oil on the surface. This is just so that the block does not really get stuck to the clay. And one more thing I'd like to mention is, at this stage you don't want the clay to be extremely wet, because if it's very wet, there is a high chance that the piece is just going to get stuck and you won't get a very well finished product. So there, I'm just applying oil on the surface, like you see the shine. Remember, this is again wood, so it does tend to absorb oil. So you may want to work fast, and once this is done, that's it. And I press you'll have to press it down really well, because that's what gives the impression on the clay. If you press it down really light, it won't come, it's not going to look like a very deep impression. But hey, that's your choice. If you like something which is just very light, you can go in for it. I want something a little more dark and well pressed. Oh, okay. You can use something to just bang on it on the top if you want. I'll just use my rolling pin. I'll just, sorry about the noise guys, but this is the only part which needs, you get a lot of beautiful blocks these days, things which you can just buy off the market online. So there's a wide variety of choice available. Okay, once I think I've pressed it enough, although I do think doing this, I think standing up is a lot better, because you just can push it down really well. I'm trying to get the sides nice, because only after I press it down am I going to really cut out the shape. So you gently remove it, and there you go. You have a clear and a beautiful flawless print that's there. I wouldn't really lift it off at this stage. I just use a really sharp blade. Now this is where a little bit of freestyle cutting comes. So if you're not comfortable just going ahead with the knife, you can just draw out a simple line and then go along those lines. What I would do is I would just leave a little space like this. gently lift it off because of all that pressing down, you know, there's obviously it does get stuck to the board a bit. But once you have that ready, what you can do is I'll just take a little bit of oil in my hand. I'm not going to use more water because I don't want to moisten the clay more and more. At this stage, either use a dry, clean hand or just use a little bit of oil. If, you know, just make sure, one more thing is you want to make sure that the thickness of the slab is at least 0.6 centimeters. The reason I say that is because when you press, the clay does tend to go down. So it's going to roughly be about maybe about 0.45 or 0.5 centimeters ultimately when the design is done. So there you go. Isn't that lovely? It's nicely done. Beautifully finished off. That's it. There's nothing more to this now. I would obviously, to make this into a pendant or whatever, I mean, you know, you want to make this into a magnet or a wall hanging or something like that, you can do that. But because this is for a pendant, I would just have a U-pin with me and put it straight in. Just make sure it's the center. Yep, it's the center. I have a U-pin there. Now you can choose to do anything you want at the sides by adding pins or whatever. So I'll just add a ghungroo bead here. A cute little ghungroo bead which is just hanging like that. Probably add a couple of more at the base. Maybe just a couple of more. So that, you know, my hands are a little slippery because of the oil. So just use my plier. Up to you. I mean, at this stage you can do anything you want. Stick beads, ghungroo beads, just about anything. It's a simple way to get these beautiful prints. I mean, I've always been a fan of block prints on fabrics. So that's one of the main reasons why I really wanted to experiment with it on clay as well. So I'll just put one more. And yeah, I think that's it. So there you go. You have a really simple piece. Nothing to, you know, it's amazing how much work has actually come through just with the help of this block. The print is really clear. Like I said, you know, you may want to just oil it well and get the print on and make sure it's been pressed really well because that is important to get a nice, clean, crisp impression. So yeah, this is it. I really hope you like what's been shown. If yes, then please like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, everyone.